14-year-old Andrew Goring is headed for lunch with his mom. It's one of his favorite activities. Yet eating out wasn't always easy. Andrew has autism.
It used to be very difficult to go out with Andrew. He had a lot of challenging behaviors that made it tough for him to be out in the community. I've heard from a family recently that they were out at the park with their child with autism, and someone actually came up and accused them of being bad parents.
The diagnosis of autism is on the rise. The CDC estimates that 1 out of every 88 children in the U.S. has an autism spectrum disorder.
So we wanted to see for ourselves how people will react to a child who displays some of the disorder's most common signs. We set up our hidden cameras at the Chit Chat Diner in Hackensack, New Jersey. Actors are playing the role of the parents, the daughter, and the son with autism. Keeping things real is Andrew's mother, Lisa Gorin, who happens to represent Autism Speaks, the nation's largest autism science and advocacy group. As our scenario begins, Anthony, our 14-year-old actor, is already starting to attract attention.
Eggs. Eggs. I want eggs. Eggs. Eggs.
Repetitive language and behavior are classic signs of autism.
I want eggs.
My sister's got a lot of
eggs.
For the next several minutes, Anthony fidgets. He wanders around and generally ignores his parents' requests.
Anthony, you want to come back here?
Come on, let's go sit down.
No one seems too bothered about his behavior.
Sorry again.
Except, that is, for this man.
Excuse me. Can you just, we're in a public place here. Maybe we should go home, all right? Or can you control him?
But he's an actor, too. And in the absence of any reaction from others, we ask him to respond the way some people unfortunately do. Anthony's father tries leveling with our disgruntled diner.
He has autism. Okay.
Is that what?
But then, moments later, Anthony knocks his glass over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe you should take him home.
And that's when our diner's behavior draws attention.
Maybe you should show a little discipline or something. He's out of control.
This man looks like he wants to say something, but he's too horrified to speak. As other customers try to comfort the mom, this school teacher finally finds his voice.
Turn around and shut your mouth.
His outburst prompts others to offer some choice words of their own.
Wait, keep your mouth shut. Eat and keep your mouth shut.
You're the one disrupting everybody.
You're upsetting the whole place.
You're the one that's disrupting everybody.
You know, if my son, I'm sorry, if my son were here, I would not want to be here in a public place if he were acting like that.
Shut up.
You know, forget it. Forget it. I just want to get my check. Guys, can I get my check? You know, this is my first time here.
And with that, our diner walks out. Time to let everyone in on our secret.
You caught me off guard, I gotta tell you. You caught me off guard.
You okay now? You're in tears, huh?
Well,
Why does it touch you?
my heart went out to the kid, you know?
We're doing this because it happens in real life.
I know, and I understand. See, it's just wrong. I can't believe you guys did this.
You were angry.
I was very, very upset and angry. Being Italian, you get emotional. It just got me upset to see a child being treated this way.
You weren't going to let it happen.
Oh, no, he was going to go down quickly.
I believe that. For Bob not to eat. He was quite upset.
Now, if you're finding it hard to believe that anyone would mistake autistic behavior for misbehavior, listen to this.
I'll tell you what autism is in 99% of the cases. It's a brat who hasn't been told to cut the act out. That's what autism is.
Michael Savage hosts a nationally syndicated radio talk show that's heard by 10 million listeners a week.
What do you mean they scream and they're silent? They don't have a father around to tell them, don't act like a moron, you'll get nowhere in life. Stop acting like a putz.
His comments sparked protests from the autism community, and yet Savage insists the disorder is overdiagnosed. We reset the scene and run our scenario again, only this time we try to garner sympathy for our solo diner by having Anthony steal from his plate again.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Your kid just stole a fry off my plate.
I'm sorry.
And again.
Anthony?
Hey, yo, dude, come on, what's going on?
But no one seems too concerned.
Excuse me. Am I off? Did you see what that kid did?
Yeah, but I think he has a problem. That's all.
What do you mean problem? What kind of problem is it?
Like Asperger's or something.
He looks perfectly normal to me. I mean, you know, why don't they take him home or something?
Because they want him to learn how to eat in public.
Any chance of our actors scoring points with this crowd is quickly lost when he offers the parents some unwanted advice.
With all due respect, maybe you should be stricter parents. I mean, let the kid go home.
Because that really is rude, what you're doing right now. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear nothing at all. You're being very rude and disrespectful to these people right here. I don't know you for nothing.
I don't
know. But I have a little compassion in my heart. I'm sure along with everybody in this room. And you're being a jerk right now.
Why do you have to speak so loud?
Okay? I don't, because you're embarrassing them.
With that, we tell our family to get up and leave.
We'll just try it another time. It's too upsetting.
But this woman is determined to stop them.
It's one person. I don't want you to leave.
And then another woman chimes in.
We're just ignorant. It's a little bit, and it's embarrassing for us a little bit, and
It's not.
It's not
embarrassed. You shouldn't be embarrassed.
The two women convince our family to stay and tell our diner to leave.
You upset the entire place.
If I'm the only one who feels like this, I'm out of here, okay? Nobody good. You know what? I'm not coming back here.
We wait for the diner to bid a hasty retreat, and then it's time for us to make our entrance.
Tell us why you got involved.
I could see there was something wrong with them. And that guy was just being so rude. And I'm like, God, this is like, where's the cameras? Because this is just like that. Oh.
She was going to leave,
Oh my
and
God.
you stopped her.
Yeah, because she was crying and everything too, and that's not right for one person to make such a big stink.
And remember the man with the zero tolerance policy?
I don't want to hear it. I want to hear nothing.
He is a police officer.
If we had children and one of them was like that, never in a million years would I want anybody to do what he did.
You wouldn't tolerate it. What if it bothers you a little bit? He's a little too loud. He drops things.
So what? It's okay. You know what I mean? He has to be out in public, right? You can't put anybody in a bubble and just leave him there.
The entire time our cameras were rolling, not one of the diner's customers was critical of our young actor's behavior
French fries.
or his parents' ability to control him. Perhaps it speaks to a growing awareness of autism's symptoms, or that more people know someone with the disorder. But for Lisa Goring, who remembers how difficult dining out with her son used to be, it's a day filled with compassion and understanding.
The most touching thing for you today?
Time after time that someone would come to the defense of the family and of the individual, really to make, every family a part of the community.